Hi folks, this is Applied Calc 2 Checkpoint Quiz 9. We're given a Cobb-Douglas production model for an automobile manufacturer. Q represents the amount of autos produced in thousands, X represents the amount spent on labor in hundreds of thousands, and Y represents the capital investment in millions of dollars. So part A, we're asked to find and interpret QX at 1/8. So QX, that means we take a derivative with respect to x. We treat y as a constant. So the 300 and y are just constants. I'm only taking the derivative with respect to x. So the 300 and the y to the 2/3 go along for the ride. So I just used the power rule from Calc 1. So the derivative of x to the 1/3 is 1/3 x to the minus 2/3 times y to the 2/3. So I simplify that, and I get 100 x to the minus 2/3 y to the 2/3. So that's the partial derivative with respect to x. I want to know QX at 1/8. So everywhere I see an x, I'll substitute 1. Everywhere I see a y, I'll substitute 8. 1 to any power is 1. 8 to the 2/3. So we have to think back to algebra. This third here is a cube root. So the third root, the cube root of 8 is 2. 2 then squared is 4. So I get 4 times 100, I get 400. So that's the find part. We found the partial derivative with respect to x and then substituted 1 and 8 in. So QX at 1/8 is 400. Now is the interpret. What does that mean? Well, like any derivative, this is a rate of change. X equals 1 corresponds to $100,000 spent on labor. Y equals 8 corresponds to $8 million in capital investment. Q represents the quantity of autos produced in thousands. So QX is a rate of change of Q with respect to X. So I can think of this as 400. So as a rate, it's 400 over 1. It's 400,000 autos per 1 unit of X, $100,000. So it's up to you. It's 400,000 over 100,000. You can simplify that to 4 autos per $1. So putting it all together, when 100,000 is spent on labor and $8 million is spent on capital, the amount of cars or autos produced is what? Well, it's a positive number, so that means is increasing at a rate of 4 autos per dollar spent on labor. So the interpretation of a partial derivative in Calc 2 is very similar to the interpretation of a derivative in Calc 1. It's a rate of change of the dependent variable with respect to the indicated independent variable. So it's 400 what? 400,000 autos per 1 what? 1 unit of X. Once again, X is hundreds of thousands of dollars. So 400,000 autos over $100,000 is 4 autos per $1. And you put it all together, and that'll do it. for Part A.